Hello, everyone. Welcome back to First Listen Media. Today, I am with the band Frantic Endeavor. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
How are you all doing this lovely evening?
Fantastic. Excellent.
All right, let's get started. Where did the band begin?
As I was saying, I always pass the torch to Chris because he's been here the longest.
I put together this lovely group of people through blood, sweat, and tears. Pretty much me and Wes and Cheese. We go way back, like high school and like early college, so we've known each other since then. And then we found these three, mostly through mutual people. I think we found Ethan first. Ethan is the drummer. Then we found Sierra here on the right, if it's not mirrored, on the left, if it's mirrored. The violin player. And then Lexi, we scooped her from an open mic night, actually.
Piano chick.
All right. So what got all of you into music in the first place?
Loaded question.
Who wants to go first?
Round table.
Oh,
Somebody
boy.
just start.
All right, well, I'm first, so we'll go reverse now. Lexi, you can start.
Okay. What got me into music? Honestly, I don't really know. Piano is easier to start with because my mom had a piano that she was given as a child, and I had it in my childhood home when I grew up. And as a 7-year-old, I would just, mash the keys and play around with it. But then I kept doing that over the years. And then I actually learned how to play and realized that I actually like playing the piano. So I just kept doing it. And then I tried guitar and I realized that was too hard and it hurt my fingers. So I just stuck with the piano. So that's easy. Singing, I really don't remember when I started singing. It's just kind of always been a thing. There's that cliche answer. Been singing since I can remember, since I was a little girl. But again, it's just something that I've always really liked, and I haven't always been good at speaking or expressing myself through words. So singing has been my outlet for that, and as well as writing music. So that's what inspired me to keep going with that.
I guess I'll go
Sarah,
next.
There you go.
Going off of that, I've been playing violin since I was a little girl. I started when I was 9, in 3rd grade, through the school system. The music program came around to all the elementary schools, like, here's a violin. You can do this starting next year. And I was like, wow, that looks really cool. I want to do that. So I did. And I've been playing ever since I was 9. So that makes 17 years. Math, I don't know, but like 17 years now, and I just haven't stopped. Yeah, short and sweet. Cool. Next.
Well, been playing since I was about 5. I always used to bang around on pots and pans in the kitchen, and then my parents, when I was 5, were like, hey, you want to take drum lessons? So I was like, sure, and then I took drum lessons, and 25 years later, I'm still playing drums. So that's that.
Hi. I started as a drummer, and I played with Chris as a drummer. And then we also had a friend who was another drummer, and we took turns. And that is bogus. Taking turns is bogus. So I looked at the wall. Nobody played bass. I was like, that has 4 strings. Show me that. And, oh, God, what are we? 15, 16 years later, here I am playing bass. I don't know. I guess Chris has been a big reason for me to keep playing music. Been playing with him forever. Other than that,
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, got you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I play all the time. That's about it. Next.
I guess I'll go. Similar to Lexi, my family's kind of just always had like instruments around, like a piano or a guitar. So like it's always just been in my life, like always there, like just able to go and pick up and play it and explore and just have fun with it. So it's just been like, I don't know, it's just always been a part of life. So it's just so naturally like in there that like I just can't really get away from it, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
Cool. So I haven't been playing since I was like 2, like everyone else. Actually didn't pick up guitar until high school. I was in 10th grade when my parents we got a flyer in the mail for a free guitar lesson. And I already had like a cheap guitar that they had bought me because I just thought it was cool. But that like free lesson that came in the mail, like that was it. Like that got me in, like kind of taught me what to do and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know. Ever since then, I guess it's kind of the same thing. Like once you find the instrument, once you find the drive, you know, whether it's when you're 2 or coming out of the womb, or like when you're, I don't know, 16 and in high school and you get a free guitar lesson, like once you grab onto it, you just kind of, you know, you just kind of go. If it's your thing, it's your thing.
You just put an image in my head of some kid getting born coming out with electric guitar. Thank you very much for that.
Baby's first guitar.
All right, my next question is, what inspired the band name?
So it's a Coheed and Cambria lyric. They were my favorite band in high school when I was learning how to play guitar. Yeah, Coheed's dope. We're still a progressive band till this day, so I feel like it was a good choice. Fits the vibe, I guess. Like not really in like the specific words, but more in, I guess, the inspiration. Although you could also argue that, you know, this is a frantic endeavor all on its own, just based on how many people there are, how much is happening on stage all at once, our crazy history of trying to track down 6 musicians and get them together, trying to plan interviews, you know, that takes 2 months.
Self-fulfilling
It's
prophecy.
ubiquitous.
Let's talk about work schedules.
It didn't take that long, did it?
I don't know, it was a while. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it was a while, but I didn't think it was that long. I gotta check my emails.
But it's like holidays came up, and then I had work, and then I don't know, just craziness, frantic.
Yeah. All right. Well, my next question is, how do you describe your style?
I think to describe our style, we would have to go around and tell you what we all listen to on a regular basis, and then just mash that all together, and here we are. But mostly progressive.
Progressive pop alternative rock.
Yeah, literally. Like I tell everyone, like progressive alternative pop rock. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
All right. I love that explanation.
Yeah, we don't really know either.
Hey, that's part of the fun of it, man.
Yep.
How do your songs come together?
Well, you could say that each one is a frantic endeavor on its own. Pretty much, I don't know, one of us will have like a song idea or like an outline or a riff or a chord progression, and then pretty much we'll show it to the rest of the group, and then everyone just kind of fills in the blanks. We don't have any hard rules or method. We just kind of feel it out. Everyone generally has a pretty good idea of what to do.
Yeah, generally the lyrics come last and the vocal melody usually comes last or second to last. Once Wes has something going on, or Chris is usually how it starts. And then Cheese joins in, and then Ethan joins in, and then Sierra will maybe join in next, or maybe she'll come in last. It kind of depends on the mood.
What inspires the lyrics for some of your songs? Like, I was going through the album Vault 92 today. I was actually going to ask about that. What was the inspiration behind each track you guys made?
Each one. Whew.
Here we go.
You want to really be here all night?
Hey, I got nothing else to do.
Pick one.
All right, fine. My favorite one had to be Made Up.
Made Up. I had a feeling you were going to say Made Up. Okay. Made Up. Lots of feelings. That was originally written, I think, about 3 years ago. It's when I was also going through a bit of insecurities myself. And I think that's what made me see this insecurity in other people as well. Because you know how you usually hate a quality in somebody else that you have yourself? It was that kind of thing that was going on. So I needed to get it out. But basically what it was is I noticed, and this is just a general population, this is not a specific person, but there are those individuals who, you know, hide behind a facade and pretend to be somebody they may not necessarily be, or maybe somebody that they want to be, but it just kind of goes against their true nature, and you can tell. And you can also get the feeling that they're doing it for selfish gains or to fit in. And I was just so sick of it. So it was something that's usually how it happens. It's something that gets under my skin, and I have no other way to vent, or I have no other outlet to get it out. So I make a song about it. But that's essentially what it's about.
All right. I picked up on that too, listening to it. Like I was listening to the lyrics over and over today, and I picked up on those. So I'm glad I got it right.
Yes.
Another question about the album: where did the art come from? I love the album cover art.
Awesome.
Love this
question.
Love this question too.
So the album cover, it's a collaboration between 3 different artists. We had one person design the concept and do like a rough sketch. So someone came up with the idea, and then we had another artist do all of the line art. So actually do pretty much, all the lines, all the shapes, the people, the lines. And then we had a third artist color it, essentially do all the colors, the shading, all that fun stuff. And so, yeah, it was a big project. It held up the release actually, because it was getting just the album art done between so many people and the pandemic at the same time. It just took a really long time.
But worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And the concept, the name Vault 92, it's partially a Fallout reference. And it's also named after our studio. We're 92. It's like our street number where we are. And yeah, so we thought, first album, name it after the studio. And
The studio is our vault.
it is.
It's also a working title for Empire.
It was a working title
Yep.
for one of the songs as well. Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. I was actually about to ask that about the Fallout reference, because I have a friend who plays that game nonstop. And whenever I saw the word vault, I'm like, that has to be a reference, because vault, the number, I'm like, that's Fallout.
yeah.
And the gas station concept is because there's a gas station right down the street that we used to always go to together and grab snacks before practices or on practice days. So we thought that having our roots on the album cover would be nice.
Definitely. And I love the art. Like I said, out of all the album covers I've seen, this is on my top 5 list. So
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Thank you.
Love it.
my next question is, how did you meet Dakota and get signed on to DI?
How did that happen? I feel like he just appeared one day.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
That's how it was for me too.
Hi, I'm Dakota.
I think he talked to Lexi first.
I think so. It was one of those random Facebook ads, I think, and I just accept whoever wants to be my friend. And then I think we just started talking, and it went from there. But at the same time, I feel like he's always been here, and it's hard to remember because, again, I don't know where he came from. He just materialized.
He's Dakota.
Hi, Dakota.
Plus,
That's
you
what it was like for me too. Like, you just came out of nowhere when I first started this up, and here I am.
Exactly. Glad you can relate.
It just comes out of nowhere like some fairy godmother or some crap.
Exactly.
I see him she's holding a record with some big ass fairy wings. A little wand.
Now that I need that concept art.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
I bet he'd get a kick out of it. All right. My next question is, who would you guys love to collaborate with?
Collaborate. How would we?
I mean,
Whether it be at a performance or in studio.
I'm sure it's different for each of our members who we would want to collaborate with.
It's true. We have a wide range of tastes and artists.
There's like a 7%
It's a hard
match
question.
in music taste here across these six people.
Here, to help narrow it down, are we talking big scale? If we could choose anybody,
Anybody.
local scene.
Anybody.
I'll let you guys handle this.
I don't know.
Too much pressure.
I mean, I would love to hear Tillian on a Frantic track.
Oh my god.
I would love to hear Tillian on a Frantic track.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Going
That'd be
toward
cool.
Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I feel
that'd be
like
cool.
that their
Guys,
fan base.
I'm wearing
You
this
are wearing
shirt. It's a Dance Gavin Dance shirt right now.
I feel like their fan base would actually be receptive to us.
Yeah, that would definitely be a really interesting fit, actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
good call.
Or Coheed.
Or Cody.
Cody would be cool.
Claudio, sponsor us.
Honestly, anything off of Blue Swan Records, I feel like would be fitting.
Marionette.
We've played with a couple of those bands actually.
Yeah.
Marionette, Kurt Travis.
Oh, Kurt. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kurt Travis. We've opened for Kurt Travis 2 times.
Oh, that's
so
true.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Kurt, definitely.
Kurt is up.
There's a few options there.
Anyone else?
Anyone else have? I mean, I could spit out 17 more. If you want.
All right, let me get to the next question. What is the best piece of advice you could give to fellow musicians and your listeners?
Ooh.
Just
quit.
do it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Don't
I
quit.
mean, yeah.
If you have to go through a billion lineup changes, whatever you have to do, please don't quit. Just keep going. It sucks. It's tough, but just keep doing it.
We've been through hell and back.
A few times.
There's so many times when we could have called it quits. Just don't
Don't.
do it.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
really like it, if it's really what you want to do, just do it. You're gonna suck in the beginning. Your first few shows, they're gonna be horrible. You're gonna sound like garbage.
Mhm.
We did.
And this can apply to anything, not even just music, just
Mhm.
anything our listeners want to do. Just
Your
Gotta stick with
200th
it.
show might suck, but
Yeah.
keep going after that. Like you're gonna have some bad nights. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
In the words of Jake the dog, sucking at something is the first step in being kind of good at something.
I can relate. My first episode was total shit, and now here I am.
And to go off of that, I would say don't overthink it. I know a lot of people, especially when they're starting, they want to be perfect at something before they even show somebody or make it public or even to themselves. Sometimes I struggle with that. I want it to sound great even when I'm the only person listening to it, and I have to snap myself out of it and say, hey, it could be perfect later. Maybe not. Just let it flow, let it go, and don't think about it.
Sometimes you're your own biggest critic.
Absolutely.
But on the flip side, be self-aware, record yourself and actually watch it and be real and actually like critique yourself as if you were another musician.
Mhm.
Because with as much as you can be your own critic and be hard on yourself, there's a lot of people who aren't hard enough.
Mm.
There's a balance there and you got to find it.
Definitely.
Performance.
Yes.
Yep.
Practice your performance. Don't just sit on a couch and play your guitar at practice every week. Jump, dance, I don't know, kick somebody in the mouth. Whatever you have to do, just practice what you're gonna do on stage. Get tight with it.
All right. Well, I gotta practice that kick, so let me go buy a dummy so I can test that out. All right. My final question of the night is: do you have any questions for me?
Ooh.
I would love to know how you got started doing what you're doing. What inspired you?
Well, kind of a dark story, but music got me out of killing myself,
Awesome.
That's
and
great.
I wanted to give back, so I started this up.
That's awesome.
I love that for
Nice.
you.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, I went into this totally blind, not knowing how to do anything. Because mind you, I failed public speaking. I bombed that class, so I have no idea how the fuck I ended up doing this. But I just rolled with it. Met Dakota, and then for the last 7+ months, I've been working with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
How many EI record bands have you met now?
It's hard to say because I've worked with a lot of you guys. I can't think off the top of my head right now.
A lot. That's awesome though.
Yeah.
That's not just like 2 or 3, right?
No, maybe around 10. I'm thinking. I have to check.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Do you play instrument at all?
And I'll actually be meeting one of the bands in November. Well, November on the 19th. So I'm really excited for that. I'll be meeting Sunsinger since they're coming down here to do a show.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck yeah.
I'm also in Sunsinger.
He's also in Sunsinger.
Oh wow, no shit. Go figure.
Full circle.
No, is he gonna be meeting you on the 19th?
Frantic and Sunsinger are like sister bands.
It looks familiar. I just could put my finger on it.
Between the two bass players, we have one working rig, which we share for shows.
That's true. Yeah.
Got ya. I knew you looked familiar. I couldn't think of it for a second until you mentioned that. Yeah, looks like I'll be seeing you the 19th.
That's awesome.
Awesome. That's excellent. On the 19th, that is, where is that? Connecticut?
Connecticut. Yep, my home state.
Excellent.
That's where I live now.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
Right?
Seriously though.
That's hilarious. That just made my night.
Yeah. Me too.
Small world.
Nice. So I think that just about does it for this.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
This is great.
It was
Thank
great
you.
to meet you.
It's nice to meet you guys too. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we could always do another episode in the future. I'd always be down for that.
Awesome.
I'm down.
I love having returning guests. That's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Thank you for setting this up, and thank you for being patient with me in my email chain.
No problem. Hey, you learn patience from doing this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Trust me, there was one time I had to wait 2 hours on Zoom for one guy to arrive. It was a nightmare. 2 hours.
2 hours, dude. Like I got stuff to do. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, this was like episode 3. This happened. Some guy from Poland. I'm like, you know what? I'll let it slide since A, I'm still getting used to this, and B, I get shit happens.
Yeah.
But 2 fucking hours.
I mean, Poland. So it's what, like, it's like what, midnight for him, but like.
Yeah, it was like I think 4 o'clock in the afternoon for him.
Oh, okay. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm over here like just sitting here, just patiently waiting. Like, come on, dude. So I do get things happen. So it's no big deal.
Yeah.
One last thing before we go. We just booked our next studio date, so we're gonna be going back in to do a new single. So we're hoping that could probably be out spring, tentatively, summer probably at the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to give it a listen.
Awesome.
I look forward to it. If it's anything like what I heard today, I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm glad. Thank you.
And if you guys ever do a show in Connecticut, let me know and I will haul ass.
Awesome. We're trying actually.
Work night.
We're working on it.
All right. Well, when you get that date, just send it to me and I will go over there as fast as I can.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for being here. You all have a wonderful night.
You as well.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.